Welcome back, guys. Jonlar here with another episode of Thought Play, the series where I take topics suggested by you guys and talk about them while playing a variety of different games. In this episode, I am playing Gary's Mod Prop Hunt, just some random footage. Some of it's a little boring, I don't know, whatever, it's there. And then I'm going to be talking about art and why I like art and how I came to liking art. Because I like art. Before I get into that, I just want to say, hey, third Thought Play in a row! That's pretty cool, right? That's the first time that's ever happened. I mean, we'll just completely ignore the fact that they're all like 3 weeks apart, but yeah, I'm gonna try and make an update video today too that can go out. I don't know if it'll be before or after, well, it'll be after this video because I want 3 in a row, but I'll make an update video just to keep you guys updated there, but things are going well, and yeah. Also, one more thing before we get into the topic. I'm wasting so much time, but I brought this up in a previous episode too, but I'm curious, what do you guys think about the thumbnail for this series? Should I change it? Should I make it so that each episode has a unique thumbnail, or should I keep them with the same thumbnail? I'm not sure where to go with that, because I feel like I should change it, but I don't really know. Anyway, on to the actual topic of art. And just to sort of make this clear, when I'm talking about art here, the art that I'm talking about is like physical art, like drawing, painting, that kind of stuff, not like, you know, theater and music and all that. Although I like that stuff too. I have nothing against it. It's just that's not what I'm referencing in this episode. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. Where did I start liking art? When did I get into art? Because I like art a lot. I kind of mentioned that earlier, but honestly, I don't even know what grade. It was probably like first or second grade. I don't know. I mean, I was never like as a kid, I wasn't like a super great artist or anything. Obviously I drew stuff like most kids would, but it's like circle here, sun in the corner, that kind of stuff. But it wasn't until probably first or second grade. I don't know when, but that's when I started, I hit my sort of military phase as a little kid when I was super into military stuff. And along with that, I started drawing like little battle scenes, and I don't know why. It's just what happened. And I mean, it would be like little stick figures, and by little stick figures, I mean they were very little stick figures, like really little. And that's kind of how this all started. Is they'd be like these, paper sized. I wouldn't do like the 2-dimensional thing. It would be like a quote unquote 3-dimensional, but it was like with stick figures and line drawings and stuff. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I'd draw these little battles, and they were, I'd make them very small and put lots of detail into them, and I just drew tons of these because I don't know, it was a way to sort of let my imagination free and say, here's all these things that are happening here, and here's how this plays out, and sort of give it a little bit of a story even. And I did that a ton. I drew all kinds of these. Like, I'd have notebooks full of them. I don't know why. It's just what I did. And I would just draw these things, and I'd draw more of them, and obviously I'd get better at some of the basics, like the stick figures and the weapons they carried, and drawing different like vehicles and such. I just slowly improved and added things, and everything started looking better, but it all stayed really small. So I got this sort of attention for detail, and this sort of this ability to pay close attention, use a pencil to make these, pencil or pen to make these sort of quote-unquote detailed marks on these drawings. And I don't know, I just kept doing that, and everyone always said that they were super cool, and all the attention to detail was great and all that. I don't know, that sort of the people motivated me. People that saw them motivated me. I mean, they weren't like super incredible drawings or anything, but people said they were cool, and people liked them, and people liked the detail I put into them, like the thought I put into them, and that encouraged me to say, hey, maybe art isn't that it's a thing. So then in art classes I started paying more attention to stuff, and I started doing more drawing on my own beyond those little like battle things. Like I'd start trying to draw like people or things, or I got in this phase of drawing dragons. Like I drew so many dragons, like you don't even believe. And the same sort of thing happened. It was like, look up a tutorial, how do you draw a dragon, and draw a super terrible looking dragon, and then slowly get better and better with it, and slowly I was drawing these pretty cool looking dragons. I don't know. And yeah, that's sort of how that went. I just, started paying, I started enjoying art more. That's the main thing here. I started enjoying art more, and having a real interest for it. And since then, I've continued to take art classes in middle school. I did a lot of art stuff. I don't know quite how that's, but that's sort of when I started coming out as more of an artist. I'd started really being into some of that art stuff, and then in high school especially, I started taking different art classes. And last year, I actually wasn't able to get into, I wasn't able to get into some class. I can't remember. My schedule wouldn't let me into one class that I wanted. So I had a sort of open period that I wanted to take a class. I ended up taking a painting class. And up until this point, I had always thought I wasn't a very great painter. I didn't really like painting as much as I did drawing. But then I took this painting class, and I actually really enjoyed painting and stuff. And yeah, I got really into the painting. So I have sort of changed, where I used to always say, I was more into drawing with like pen and paper, pencil, and mostly pencil. I really like graphite, and I still do. But I found that I do actually enjoy painting quite a bit more, and I'm considering taking more painting classes in the future and such, along with drawing classes and stuff. And yeah, that's sort of how I came to like art. I guess the reason I like art, that's kind of hard because I don't have like a specific reason. I like making art because it's just kind of relaxing. It allows me to, I can go completely abstract with it and just let my creativity go free and do whatever, or I can do that. I can pay attention to the little details and really focus on it. And I found that having something like that I can focus really closely on and, put a lot of detail in it, it just helps me relax. Like, it sounds like it might be like a stressful thing or something, but it's not. For me, I find it very, not necessarily relaxing, but it, steps aside, it helps me focus, forget about other things for a while, and I'm just focused in making that, replicating that detail. And I don't know, I find I enjoy that a lot. I don't know. It's not like I'm not one of the, like I'm one of those people. When I'm going through like an art museum or something, I enjoy looking at everything. I like looking at everything. I like looking at how stuff was done or whatever. But I'm not like one of those super crazy like art. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this properly, but I'm not like that crazy old lady in the art museum, but I enjoy. I don't know where this whole art museum came from. I was trying to use it as like a way to describe the way I like art, but I don't think it worked well at all. I think it probably just confused all of you. So let's scratch that. And yeah, I don't really know how much further to go with this, and we're approaching 8 minutes of the video here, so I think I'll probably just end it, because I don't know, I feel like maybe this is more of a background on why it's more of a background on how I came to liking art, not quite so much on why I like art. I don't know how to describe why I like art. I guess it is. It's relaxing. I enjoy it. It's interesting, creativity, that kind of stuff. I don't know. That's how I got into art, and that's some Gary's Mod prop hunt. I'm gonna have to add a couple more clips to this because I've talked over what I already had edited out here, but that's okay. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Leave comments with more topics because I'm running out of them. So if you have things you'd like me to talk about in future Thought Plays, go ahead and tell me, and I will see you guys next time.
Shut up, John. Shut up, John.